Greetings from the Valhalla Sports Talk studios. My name is Jeff Cran, aka the Mad Viking, and this is the first ever SKOL Report. Year 43 of Viking Fandom, Episode 1. Welcome to the newest Minnesota Vikings fan channel on YouTube. Our mission here is simple: to have fun, to make some people laugh, and to root on the Minnesota Vikings in the best ways possible. With Valhalla Sports Talk, the SKOL Report, we will be doing regular content on Vikings news, Vikings rumors, anything Vikings related. In addition to that, we'll also be doing live streams whenever the Minnesota Vikings have a game. In those live streams, I'll be doing the play-by-play of the game as it goes on, and also have a chat channel open where folks can come on in, say hi, react to the action on the field. The whole goal here is just, like I said, to have some fun, root on the Vikings, and hopefully see a whole bunch of wins, ending up someday with the Vikings finally hosting that Vince Lombardi trophy. The Lombardi trophy? Anyway, there was some news yesterday as the Vikings did cut some players. They cut Linval Joseph, the big nasty. They cut Xavier Rhodes and Daniel Morgan. So that opens up, from accounts that I've seen, anywhere from about 18 to 19 to 20 million on the Vikings salary cap. Now, what are they going to do with this cap money? Who knows? I guess we'll find out here pretty quick. Monday, you've got what's called the legal tampering period coming in the NFL. Dumb name. I mean, if they let them do it, then why is it tampering? But anyway, they're going to... that allows like free agents and things to talk to the teams in advance of Wednesday, which is the opening of free agency and also the opening of the league year. There's still lots of things they're talking about. They're talking about the opening of, the collective bargaining agreement. The players are voting on that apparently through the weekend, and we should hear something pretty quick about whether they passed it. Or I know the Vikings punter came out and said that he voted yes, but our guy Diggs apparently didn't think it was a good deal. So I guess we'll see where the players land on that. But so you got free agency popping on Wednesday, probably the only thing going on in the entire sports world at this point. But we'll see what happens at that point. Vikings got a lot of needs at this point with the players they released, the three they released, and then Everson Griffin opted out of his contract as well. So, man, some huge holes to fill. Lots of team captains there. You had Joseph was wearing a C. I think even Rhodes wore one for a little while, and then Griffin, just a huge part of the Vikings organization over the past number of years. So we'll see what the Vikings do there. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that we fill some of those needs before the draft, because I hate just drafting based on need. I always prefer that they at least have some options there when those players come down, because you never know who's going to fall or who might be available. We might need to actually move up this year, but Vikings got a lot of draft capital. They're sitting there with 10 picks after they were awarded a compensatory pick or two this week. So it should be an exciting week as far as that's concerned, and it should be the only name in the game, as far as sports. So we'll see what the Vikings do there. So at this point, we're on a pause here, and I want to take a moment to break for a word from our first ever sponsor. Valhalla Sports Talk would like to thank Corona Extra for being our first unofficial sponsor. Don't forget the lime.
Guess what, Biggs? Coronavirus!
Anyway, the SKOL Report welcomes you back from that short commercial break. You know, it's been 3 long days since the coronavirus shut down sports in America. So I was sitting here today and I was trying to figure out how are we going to get through this together? So I've decided that the most important thing is for us to come together and form a group so that we can talk about our feelings. So I came up with Sportsaholics Anonymous. Sportsaholics Anonymous, obviously, will have some meetings and then we'll have some goals so that we can get through this trying time. I'm figuring maybe like after a week or so, you'll get a medal, probably like a nickel or something, to keep in your pocket to remember that, sports could come back one day. One day we could have sports back in our lives. Until then, we'll just have to have our meetings via Skype, obviously, because we can't be within 10 feet of one another. And then maybe, so you're not going to have any cookies and you're not going to get any coffee, but at least we'll have a place to meet and talk about the way it was in the old days when there were sports on every night and we could talk about it. But until then, Sportsaholics Anonymous will be here for you, the viewer, and the public. Thank you. I want to thank you for tuning in to the first ever SKOL Report. I'd like to also encourage you to mash that subscribe button and also to comment in the comments below. Tell us what kind of things you'd like to see as far as content for the channel. Looking forward to this new adventure, and as always, SKOL to the bowl.